So, in The Sims 1 and 2, Sims had a little something called comfort. When they spent too long on their feet or doing strenuous activity, they would eventually decide they've had enough and refuse to do a productive task that required standing. This made it much harder to grind craftables, grind skills, grind money making, grind collecting. Essentially, it forced your Sims to take breaks. Sims 4 decided not to have this, and I'm here to solve that with a fully featured brand new motive. The comfort motive is a mod weeks in the making, and it is thick. I tried really hard to make this a fully featured real motive. So let's get into the features. All Sims teen and up will get the comfort motive added unless they are a ghost. Inactive households do get the comfort motive. This may change in the future, or if it seems too intrusive to have Sims getting upset out in the wild about their feet hurting. Comfort features 4 special buffs in place of a bar on the motive panel. Comfort affords Sims faster decay of uncomfortable, stressed, angry, injured, and mood swing buffs while active, but it's only active while seated. The second you stand back up, your comfort falls out of range and your Sim is in a neutral comfort state. Could use a sit gives a +1 uncomfortable and slows decay of the previously mentioned buff types a bit. Sims are more likely to do a few relaxing activities with a smoothlet, and they will learn skills 5% slower. Sore feet gives +2 uncomfortable, slows buffs a bit further, makes Sims even more likely to try and relax, and slows skill gains by 15%. Can't stand standing gives +3 uncomfortable, makes Sims wave their arms around with a thought bubble to let you know they're desperate, makes Sims walk with the teen mood swing walk style, gives them glowing red feet, slows those buffs way down, makes energy and fun motives decay faster, halves their skill gains, and most importantly, completely prevents Sims from doing thousands of interactions across all packs. When the motive fails, Sims will seek out a number of seating options nearby, including things like sitting by the pool. If no options are available, you'll get a notification telling you that your Sim is trying to sit down but can't find anywhere to do it. Thousands of interactions across all packs are disabled when your Sim cannot stand standing. You can't craft, you can't collect things, you can't garden, you can't cook, you can't dance, you can't do yoga, except the corpse pose where you're lying on the ground. You can't do extreme sports, except sledding where you're sitting in a sled, and so on. This part of the mod alone took me days to put together, and there may be missing options. If you see anything you think is missing, you can let me know and I'll look into it. I'll be adding compatibility for a few other mods that I like and use later. When Sims are sitting, relaxing, sleeping, or meditating, they will refill their comfort motive. Most but not all sitting interactions count for this. If you're in a chair or on a couch or on a bar stool, you're good. If you're on a piano, maybe not. There's a lot of piano interactions, and I didn't do the work to weed them out. I tried as hard as I could to cover my bases here. You won't be in a situation where you're not able to fill the motive, though. Some things are goofy here, like all meditation interactions count towards comfort increasing, so that includes teleporting from the high wellness skill. It's harmless, and honestly, I think it makes sense. There are a lot of obscure ways to increase comfort too. Riding in the tunnel of love will do it, so will meditating and sunbathing. There are 2 reward traits. Comfy insoles will slow your comfort motive decay by 50%. Do you want to eliminate comfort altogether? Then get memory foam injections in your feet, which will stop it from bothering your Sims entirely, and give you a permanent comfy moodlet whether you're standing or sitting. The tuning in this mod can be used by anyone to provide compatibility with their mods if they so please. At present, the mod doesn't inherently support compatibility with any other mods, but it will in the future. That doesn't mean other mods are totally left out, though. If interactions from other mods are made in certain ways, they'll work out of the box with this mod. For all new content going forward, this mod will get an update to add new interactions to the cannot do list and the raises comfort list. This should be pretty quick and easy, and the mod will function without these updates. It just won't be as fully featured and might feel a bit off if your Sim can be desperate to sit, but still able to do something crazy or intensive. What you see here is just a small selection of the objects that you can't interact with properly when your Sim is not comfortable from standing around too much. The full list is absolutely staggering and covers so many items that there's a guarantee that there are things that are going to be missing. I even know for a fact that some of the items pictured here have interactions missing because there's so much to how interactions work, and there are so many interactions on everything that I just simply probably missed things. For now, I'm calling the mod good. I'm obviously going to keep updating it, and I can't possibly be satisfied with it as is, but I think it's in a state where I can... Magic, I recorded this whole thing without you bothering me. Yeah, and we almost made it to the end. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I think this is in a state where it's ready for release, and all it's going to need is minor tweaking, which is so much better than how it has been for the past 2.5 weeks, where I've just been plugging away at it whenever I had the time or felt like it. And I am really excited to release this one. I really hope people like this. I think not having the comfort motive really damages the gameplay in The Sims. I think it's really important to the gameplay loop that your Sims be incentivized to just take a break and do something fun for the sake of doing something fun. Just watch a movie, because why else would you watch a movie in this game? You don't have any incentive to do any fun things over any other fun things, but if your Sim needs to sit, well, sorry, but now you can't bowl, now you can't play ping pong, now you can't use the slip and slide, now you can't play the arcade, you have to do something sitting. And can you tell that the first part of this was all scripted and I read it, and this part is just me going off? It should be kind of obvious, and also I'm doing that thing where I don't know how to end a video. This will be in early access for the standard 2 weeks. I am going to put it on the $5 tier because it was a lot of work, and I do feel bad about that for the $3 tier people who already bought into early access for other things, but I have to be real with you. This took so much work, and I deserve it. That sounds really bad. You know I don't mean it that way, right? Yeah, please spread this one around. If you like what you see, please comment on the video and let me know. If you got the mod and you find anything missing, please let me know. But I think that about covers everything, and I don't know how to end videos, so here's my cat. Magic, say bye-bye.